Hi, it's Stephen from Eden Health Foods. Today I'm talking about Wild C, truly natural vitamin C. A lot of people are starting to understand the difference between isolated vitamin C or synthetic vitamin C and natural vitamin C in whole foods is created by God in nature. And that's what Wild C is. It's a natural whole food or truly natural vitamin C. And so first of all, I just want to talk about the ascorbic acid, the calcium ascorbate, or the synthetic isolated vitamin C that's out there. That's been out there for a while, and a lot of people have had different complaints or problems taking high volumes of that over a long period of time. And slowly, people have realized, like, first of all, people realized that in order to absorb ascorbic acid, they needed bioflavonoids. And in order to absorb it even further, they needed all these other cofactors like quercetin and rutin and different parts of the vitamin C complex. And they started to put the actual whole food vitamin C back together. And so that raises the question, obviously, why not just take the whole food vitamin C in the first place? And so then more and more companies brought out acerola extract or acerola juice powder. Acerola cherry, for those of you that don't know, is just a really sweet and very high vitamin C cherry from South America. And it's about 13% vitamin C. Well, the one we use is about 13% vitamin C. But the problem with a lot of the acerola extract or juice powders is that it's an extract or juice powder. I've never seen whole food acerola. It's always in that form. And so the problem with that is that because it's very sticky fruit, and when it's a juice, in order to turn that juice powder into a juice, they need to add a carrier agent or a flow agent, and same with extracts. And a lot of times when you look at that acerola extract, it's pink in color and it looks like sugar. It's kind of has a really good flowing agent through it, and so you can scoop it and pour it very easily. It doesn't clump together, which our product does. Our product clumps. We have a real problem with our product sticking together because we don't add a lot of the maltodextrin and dextrose and silicon dioxide, a lot of the carrier agents that help it flow as a product better. And so the problem is that it wouldn't be so bad if it was only a little bit, but acerola extract is usually like an acerola vitamin C powder. It will be 30% maltodextrin, dextrose, silicon dioxide, usually all three, and others as well. It'll be a whole lot of those other carriers, and so I don't want to be consuming a lot of those, and I know a lot of our customers don't want to be consuming a lot of those because they call me and they email us and they tell us, say, Stephen, can you assure us or can you let us know that your acerola doesn't, or your camu camu doesn't, or your whatever ingredient or whatever vitamin C powder we're using doesn't contain high volumes of these carriers, because I react to that, or different people say they react to these fillers, I'll call them. And so our acerola is probably the main ingredient I'll say in this product. Our acerola is from South America. We get our acerola from all over the place, and every time I get it, it's that kind of pink, sugary maltodextrin. But I got this one acerola from Brazil, and it was very hard to get because it was actually in the middle of the Amazon. And to get this shipped out, it could only get shipped out by air. In fact, when we were shipping pallets of this stuff out, I said to our shipping company, in fact, I said to this company, we want to ship by sea. And they said, oh no, you can't ship by sea. It's impossible to get out. And I said, really? And then I spoke to our freight forwarding guys, who's really big in healthy buys and is into our health products as well. He said, no, we can get it out of anywhere. And I gave him the place where it is, and he said, oh, Stephen, they're right. There's no way we can ship anything out of there. Just air freight it. And so this place is so deep in the Amazon jungle, the only way to get it out is by air. And so well, first time I got this acerola, it's what's called an acerola concentrate. And basically it's like an acerola tincture, but powdered. So what they do is they get organic, high quality acerola berries, only the A-grade berries or cherries, and they soak them in water. And then they leave it in that water for a period of time, and then they take the berries away, and you'll have like a dark, reddish, orange kind of coloured liquid. And they'll simmer that down at low temperature until they end up with a sludge. And that sludge they'll put in dehydrators, and once again at low temperature they'll dehydrate that, and they'll end up with a really rich, orange coloured powder, which is extremely hygroscopic. Is hygroscopic the word I'm looking for?
Hygroscopic.
Hygroscopic, sorry. And basically that means it absorbs moisture very easily. And when I got this product, I looked at it and I said, wow, and I smelt it and I thought, unbelievable, I've never seen anything like it. And when I tasted it, it was so rich and so flavorful and so sweet. Like, it was unbelievable, unlike any acerola anywhere. And I mixed it up and tried it and tasted it. And what I found was when I came back to it the next day to mix it up and try mixing it with some other vitamins, it had gone hard immediately. And I thought, wow, this is extremely difficult to put into a product so that people can actually consume it, which is one of the reasons why you won't find it anywhere, because it's just so sticky. It's just so hard to put in a product that people can take. The other reason is it's really, really expensive. Usually high quality ingredients are really, really expensive. And so we persevered with it. It doesn't have any of those flow agents, doesn't have any of those carrier agents. And so we mixed a lot of other dry, really high quality vitamin C rich superfoods like camu camu, which is about 12% vitamin C, rose hips. And by the way, these ingredients I'm mentioning, they're just not run-of-the-mill. They're like the highest quality we could possibly find. The rose hips we put in this formula are from Chile, from the south of Chile. The volcanic soil there ended up, these rose hips ended up tasting like mangoes. They're not like rose hips that you could get from anywhere else in the world. Unbelievable taste and flavour. The goji berry, same with the goji berry, you get unbelievable taste, profile, nutritional certificate of analysis is like the highest quality with unbelievably low heavy metals or toxins or toxic residues. So highest quality, very low in all the things you don't want in your product. It's got gubinji, which is also called kakadu plum, and that's a berry found in northern Australia just naturally. It's about 13% vitamin C. Once again, the highest or one of the highest vitamin C rich foods on the planet. Imagine, found here in Australia. And a lot of people will say 13%, that's pathetic, that's not high enough. I need to have really high 1,500 milligrams of ascorbic acid, that's not good enough. Well, you know what? Weston A. Price, in his book called Nutrition and Physical Degeneration, he came to Australia and he studied the ancient Aboriginals in the wilderness, and he found that they were some of the healthiest specimens of humans on the planet. And they ate a really natural whole food diet. They ate gubinji, which is called kakadu plum, for their vitamin C, and they actually never got sick. In fact, they had no disease, no health problems. They had no dental caries or cavities. Just so close to zero, it was zero. No dental cavities in their teeth. Gubinji. So it was good enough for them. They had really good health. Must be good enough for the rest of us. We've also got acai berry and maki berry. Once again, it's not extract or juice powder. It's not just cheap acai berry. Same maki berry, really nice tasting maki berry from Chile. All maki berry comes from Chile. They're all certified organic. We've also got a little bit of coriander and peppermint leaf, which acts as a buffering agent. And also coriander is really good for binding to heavy metals, and a lot of people doing cleansing programs or heavy metal detoxing will use vitamin C with other agents like coriander to help pull heavy metals, so it's very cleansing. So
can I just ask, is there really peppermint leaf in that product?
Sorry, did I say peppermint?
Yeah.
Coriander and parsley leaf. Parsley peppermint. So no, there's no peppermint in this product. It's definitely peppermint. This product will give you a lot of vitamins and minerals and enzymes and nutrients and all those other cofactors that you won't get in an isolated synthetic vitamin C product. So this is top of the pops, the best-selling natural vitamin C, probably the only truly natural vitamin C product, maybe in the world, definitely in Australia, and the best-selling vitamin C, natural vitamin C product in Australia. And it's got to that because people get results. They actually get really, really good results. So, any other questions?
No.
Wild C.